I don't know if the camera caught that, but I think it did. But let me read this article, man. I gotta bring this out, man. This is pivotal, man. So you gotta keep your garments. It's not the physical garments, the spiritual garments. Alright? These 2/3 out here, they don't have the garments, man. Which means what? They don't have the truth. Okay? They don't have the robe of righteousness or the garments of salvation. Because they don't know the Lord or his son. They don't know the Most High or his son. If you're calling on Jesus, you don't have the garments of salvation. That's not his name, man. You say that we don't know his name, you don't have the garments of salvation, man. You say that the mark of the beast ain't the Rfid chip, you do not have the garments of salvation. You saying that Esau and the other nations can be saved. How you doing? Shalom, brother. Shalom. See what I'm saying? You saying that what? You don't have the garments of salvation, man. See what I'm saying? Going to different precepts. But there's an article I wanted to bring out with the spirit. And I'm going to bring it out, man, because that's what a watchman's job is to do. You're watching for the Lord's second coming. And you're watching for the signs, and you warn the flock. Whether people listen or not, which the majority of them are not going to listen. Just like Noah, man. Just like all the ancient prophets. Just like the Lord.
Okay, was that one of the two tops?
They said he was the devil. They said this man is the devil, man. And he said, well, how can Satan cast out Satan? So he had trials and tribulations in his ministry. And he said, what? The servant is not greater than his master. So if we come out here, we don't see millions of people, hundreds of people lining up to hear the word, even though it should be. All right, like Elder Apostle Tahar said years ago, that it should be an Israelite camp on every corner, man. And that's the truth, man. It should be. All right? But it's not, man. Okay? The scripture says the work is plentiful, but the laborers are few. There's only a few laborers, man. But we're going to carry this burden, and we're going to endure, Lord willing, and be saved. Now, let me read this article, man. It's from Natural News. Is it playing? Gotta make sure we on, boy. Alright, good. It says, Natural News, it says, former investment banker turned fraud investigator Charles Otel as a question. Hold on a second. If I could find it. Wow, that's crazy. They pulled the article. Oh, here we go. It says cut censorship purge points to imminent. See? They keep blocking the article, man. Wow, this is wicked, man. It says, it's like hard to even get this steady, man. Censorship purge points to imminent false flag violence before midterm elections bigger than 9/11. Well, let the games begin, man. Let the games begin, man. Okay, which makes sense. That's why they pulling out all these channels. They just took down Alex Jones, which he's nothing but a double agent, man. Okay? Like he's really stuck into the Bohemian Grove. Get out of here with that. And saw the cremation of Kiev. It says, Natural News, for the last 2 months, I've been warning about the rising risk of a major false flag attack taking place before the midterm elections. The aggressive And they've been showing movies on this, man. Like the movie This Ends Now, which is on Netflix. I advise you brothers and sisters to watch it. At the end of the movie, he breaks it down. He said they did an explosion, and that caused an earthquake, which caused a tsunami. Or they could have a dirty bomb go off in the city. Which I had dreams of a tsunami in the city. And the Most High delivered me, man. So we don't know what attack is coming, but like he said, it's going to be bigger than 9/11. It says, for the last 2 months, I've been warning about the risking of a major false flag attack taking place before the midterm election. That's November. You know, where they change members in Congress. It said the aggressive, unpreceded purge of Alex Jones, who's numbered an agent, he do bring out some truths. InfoWars underscores the desperation of the totalitarian deep state that's about to take a move to eliminate President Trump and or to steal the elections, which they could assassinate Trump or have a mock assassination. We don't know. But it's going to get rocky though, man. See what I'm saying? And this type of information we're bringing out, this is gold, man. See? Anyone that believes the sudden platforming of Alex Jones across over a dozen online services, which he's the example they're going to use to take us down our channels. Like I said before, when Esau thinks he has this thing under control, that's really the Heavenly Father, man, setting up the famine of the word. Okay? You're not going to be a spectacle to you niggas no more, man. Because y'all ain't right, man. Most High is going to take his prophets away and he's going to bring forth his destruction. Alright? Anyone who believes the sudden deplatforming of Alex Jones across a dozen online services and platforms is in coordinated conclusion is delusional. The coordinated deplatforming effort is clearly directed at the deep state to eliminate a prominent dissenting voice in preparation for unleashing a history-shaping false flag attack that's likely to be bigger than 9/11. Which 9/11 was nothing to what's coming. And that was terrifying to the people that was there. Okay, to be trapped in that building, all that heat and that smoke on the 100th floor, man. The Most High brought horror on you people that day, man. And them 2 buildings came down. And the people who didn't get hit by the plane or the building collapse or die of smoke, they end up dying of different lung diseases, man, a year later. Or a couple of months later because of all those toxins that was in the air. That was devastating, man. It says the radical left is escalating its violence across America and the tech giants are dramatically escalating their censorship actions. Just did that, brought that on the news report. Anything with any slight hint of truth, they're going to pull it down and label it conspiracy. To silence all independent voices that might question any official narrative.
No way.
It all points to something big about to come down. Something so big that only the official narrative can be allowed to heard or spoken. Wow. We are living under a Orwellian totalitarian regime beyond any horrific imagination. Google, Apple, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and other tech giants are engaged in the most criminal, malicious, racketeering, and entirely unimaginable. This is not sheer coincidence. They've all been ordered to censor the independent media in preparation for what's coming next. As I explained in this video, the most likely false flag assault to be staged by the left might be a mass shooting at CNN or another mass media outlet, all staged with impressive theatrics to augment the real violence with a false narrative. Well, like I said, it could be like they showed in that movie. It could cause a man-made earthquake, which can cause tsunamis, man. Or they may drop a nuke bomb in the city. Or they may have more mass shootings. This time, real bodies gonna drop, man. Because you people, you're part of their sacrifice anyway. You're copper tops. You're useless eaters, man. You see? And to them, there's not enough resources to go around. So they gotta start killing people off. Just like they showed in that movie, The Purge. The first Purge. right? So everybody thinks something imminent is coming down. Anybody with their eyes slightly wide open. Read that. Get some scriptures, man. Do we think some imminent coming down? Absolutely, man. I can't wait, man. I don't have to see you ridiculous people anymore, man. Deaf to all of you, man. They can't accept Yahawashi, man. Okay? So first of all, they're not the real. We're the real elite, man. The Most High is thinking the same way, because they're all doing His bidding anyway, man. Just on the left-hand side. The Most High wants to kill the majority of people. Billions upon billions of people going to die when the nuclear missiles hit. When Yahawashi come back. Billions, man. Okay? In Proverbs chapter 4. Proverbs chapter 4. People are done, man. Proverbs 4:13. And of course, they're not going to bring that on major news. So your own government going to sacrifice y'all, man. Proverbs 4 verse 13. Enter not into the path of the wicked Esau, and ultimately follow in America. As the scripture says, come up out of from my people, man. For we shall destroy thee, man. And 2/3 of y'all are destroyed, man. Alright? You're gone, man. There's no recovery for y'all, man. The recovery effort is right now. Okay, but we can see that there is no recovery for y'all, man. It says what? Enter not into the path of the wicked, Babylon, Esau, and go not into the way of evil men. Now people have been seduced, man. It says what? Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. Scripture says, abstain from all appearance of evil, man. Okay? And you see, Eve is finished, man. So-called black woman dealing with the so-called white man. Oh boy, you don't know who you're dealing with. He's called the devil for a reason, man. And the serpent is going to bite you in the ass, man, and put you to death. Okay? They call out Yahawashi, man. Because you women, you're totally out of there, man. Okay? You're all into folly. Okay, folly and women go hand in hand. They're the main ones on social media, man. They're the main ones that's in these clubs, man. They're the main ones jumping from baby daddy to baby daddy. All that wickedness, man. But the scripture says what? Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. And that's us. For they sleep not, it's going into the elites. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. And their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Esau can't rest unless he does some mischief, unless he does evil. You see? And they're going to bring many evils on this earth. And a lot of things that's going to happen, which they're not going to know. Okay, the Most High going to send out. You're going to hear them sounds all across Babylon when all hell breaks loose. And there's going to be things that's going to happen out here that's going to be beyond Esau's control, man. Like the 144,000 getting spiritual power. The Most High may release Behemoth. That's where they get that movie Cloverfield from. He may release Leviathan, man. That's where they get Godzilla from, man. Or whatever strange creatures he might release, man. Okay? You all gonna find out that what? That you're just men. Alright, let me read on. This is us. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more until the perfect day. We shining, boy, spiritually. See what I'm saying? Right now, and everything starts as a seed. Your faith starts as a seed, but then it grows and blossoms. When that faith gets to a certain degree, that's going to lead to what? Spiritual power. Being able to control and manipulate the elements around you. And that's what everybody truly want to get down. Alright, that's what the scripture says, what? Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Okay? They're going to want to listen in that time. When they start and they see certain things are not happening to certain men. See certain men flying, healing diseases, putting people to death. Okay? They would fly in the sky and take down drones. Go through Esau's tanks, man. Like a knife going through butter. Doing all kind of spectacular, miraculous things that people can't explain. Alright? Read on. Read that passage scripture one more time. The path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more until the perfect day. What's the perfect day? When Yahawashi come back. Read 1 Corinthians 15. Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10. Know it therefore, verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of the Mashiach. All of us, man. Okay? That's what he makes the second coming. And all you people as well, man. You're going to have to appear before the judgment seat, man. Okay? we're all going to be judged according to our works. That's what the scripture is saying. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we all must appear before the judgment seat of the Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good, whether it be evil. See? So the Most High is going to try you, man. And he's going to judge you according to your works. Okay? That's why we out here pushing the work. That's how we try to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. Because why? We ultimately fear Yahawah, Yahawashi. We want to be saved from the perils that's coming. We want to be saved, man. That's why King David said what? Let me read this. A couple more precepts and I'll close it out. Psalms 34 verse 6. It says, this poor man cried, and Yahawashi heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. What's the trouble we want to be saved from? Jeremiah, let me get it. I'm not even going to quote it. I'm going to read it. The scripture. Jeremiah chapter 30. Jeremiah chapter 30. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. Alas, for that great day, for that day is great, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it, the elect, the remnant. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahawah shall oppose, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck. Read Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Okay? We were in slavery, man. We're still in chains, but we're free through Yahawashi. It says that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Oh boy, can't wait for that day, man. Can't wait for that day, man. When we finally gonna get that peace or that rest that was prepared from us from the foundation of the world. We sick of looking at the heathen, man. Okay, we should be ruling over them, man, according to the scriptures, man. Okay? Because why? That's our inheritance. That's having a ruling class mentality. But all you Negroes and Hispanics, you don't have a ruling class mentality, man. Okay? That's why the Most High has no need for you. The Most High is raising up kings and priests, man. Righteous, royal men. He's not dealing with no nigga. He ain't dealing with no spick. He's not dealing with that. If you in that mentality, this is not for you, man. Okay? Keep your mind where you at. Just stay in the ghetto, man. Okay? Alright? Most High is not dealing with that mentality, man. Keep talking about it's all about the hood and keeping it real. The Lord ain't looking for you, man. Because when Esau comes, he's going to slay y'all, man. And only the elect going to be saved from that. Read on. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahawashi shall host, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve Yahawashi their power. And David their king. David gonna be in the kingdom as well, in his rightful place, and the rest of as well. Whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, so shall nothing fear. Save Yahawashi neither be dismayed or frightened or afraid. Or Israel, which is who? 10 tribes. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, America, and all the places which are scattered. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. There you go, man. See where we at? Read a couple more precepts. None gonna make us afraid no more, man. Yahawashi gonna save us and redeem us, man. Because he made a promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright? See if I can read one more precept. All glory to Yahawashi coming out here and doing this work. It's a true honor to represent the Most High and His Son. We don't need favorable opinion. Right? Like Isaiah said, He is near that justifieth me. Okay? And like the Apostle Paul said, who can charge anything against the Most High's elect? No principality can charge anything against the Most High's elect. Because like Yahawashi said, he didn't lose one. Okay? Except the son of perdition, which was Judas Iscariot. Right? I'm going to read this precept, Luke the 18th chapter. The noise in the back. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought to always pray and not to faint, man. You can't faint, man. The scripture says, before I finish read that, Proverbs 24. Let me find that real quick. Proverbs 24 and 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. The day of adversity is coming. You can't faint or get weak, man. It means your strength is small. That means, man, hurry up, close it up. Man. It says, Luke 18 and 1. And he spake this parable unto this end, that men are to always pray and not to faint, saying, there was a city, a judge, which feared not the Most High, neither regarded men, an unjust judge. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterward he said within himself, for I fear not the Most High, nor regard man. Yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by continual coming she weary me. So he said, even he was an unjust man, but he knew that this woman constantly kept bothering him, wear him out. He said, I'm gonna do it anyway, man. So how much more the Heavenly Father? You gotta keep sighing and crying and keep listening to His word. So these things can happen even faster. It says, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust doth say. And shall not the Most High avenge His own elect? It's all about the elect. Okay? The remnant. Good. It says, and shall not the Most High avenge His own elect, which cry unto him day and night. You read it again. Which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. I tell you, he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, the Most High is going to avenge the elect. Right? Look at this foolishness, folly, man. Folly setting great dignity, man. You see? I don't know, some so-called celebrity, man. See what I'm saying? Should have said, well, folly is setting great dignity. Everybody following it down the track. Man, come on, get the fuck out of here. Alright? This is what you need to be following, man. Alright? See? Folly, man. You don't even have that much people lining up for this word, man. But like the scripture says, it's all about the elect. Right? Read on. It says, I tell you, he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith on the earth. So, in order to build up your faith, like you said in the first verse, men ought to always pray. If you lack something spiritually, pray to your Father through your big brother Yahawashi. That you get what? That gift that you're seeking, spiritual gift. Alright? Because a lot of our people, they don't have faith. Most of them don't have faith. And they don't know the Heavenly Father's name or his Son. So he's not going to be with them in the times that's coming. He's going to mock you when your fear coming. Because when he called through us, his men, you didn't answer. Okay? You want to do things according to your own heart. Okay? You're trying to establish your own righteousness. The Most High is not dealing with that. You have to come through the straight gate, aka Yahawashi. So with that, I'm going to close it out. Giving all glory. Kala Yahawashi, man. All glory to the Most High and his Son. Giving us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Giving us the strength and the ability to come out here and push his word. Condemn the heathen. To raise up the elect. Alright? And peace and safety. Alright? And double honors to the elders. And of course to the rest of you Akim that's out there doing this work, man. Okay, we're going to keep pushing, man. And Lord willing, Yahawashi is going to avenge his elect real soon. But that I'm going to say death and destruction to the heathen, 2/3, and America, aka Babylon. That I'm going to say Shalom.